Dell'arte, della, guerra. I probably butchered that. No, let's take that back. I definitely butchered the pronunciation. But this mod is looking absolutely incredible. And today we're going to dive in with some new exclusive footage they've recently posted to their YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description so you guys can go check out the video. I highly recommend you go subscribe to it because I don't think they have a Discord server, so it's kind of hard to keep up to date with the improvements of this mod. And you get to see videos like this when they have made some significant progress. So if you guys haven't heard of this mod before, it is a mod originally set in the 15th century of Great Britain during the War of the Roses, especially the later stages. I believe they are planning on expanding out, but the first kind of initial release is going to be stuck around that kind of War of the Roses-esque because it kind of just makes it easier for them to focus in on this specific war. But I know earlier on in the development they have plans to expand out into like Burgundy, France, Spain, and kind of cover most of medieval Europe, and we'll have to see if that is still the case or if they are kind of hyper-focusing on this era. But right off the bat, we are seeing two lines clashing, and my god, does the armor look absolutely incredible. It definitely is just so goddamn impressive what they've managed to do here with all the different types of armor. I really love to see the ones with the plate underneath with the overcoat on as well. That looks really, really nice. And all the different kind of shields and weapons and the variety in the armor. It is just so goddamn impressive. We are also seeing some bowmen in the back as well on both sides. Unfortunately, in Bannerlord, the bowmen don't optimally do much when it does get into combat. But yeah, the battle line looks incredible. You can see the soldiers and the flags fluttering, all the different lords who are supporting either side in the War of the Roses. You can see their banners right there, lots of plumes. And also a lot of the weaponry being used here is also very interesting and kind of very different to combat. It's very, I guess if you want to relate it to Bannerlord, it's very spear-heavy combat, which is going to make for really, really interesting engagements. It does also look like they are using realistic battle mod. I'm not sure if they're maybe using something similar, but you can see the way the units are reacting. They're kind of going in, they're striking, pulling back, playing defensive, blocking, which is obviously really good. Some heavy knights in the combat now as well in that shiny, shiny armor. And this is something big to look at. Look at the way that the soldier is holding the sword. You can notice a few other people using the sword like this, but he's half-swording it. That's what it's called, right? Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or right. But yeah, he's holding the sword, obviously on the actual blade itself, and using it to smash in and get himself stuck in with the combat, which is really cool. I mean, you can see right there, he just whipped it out. So I assume that's going to be an alternative mode that you can. I'm going to keep on calling it half swording. I think that's what it's called, but I could be wrong. But yeah, you can see the way he flips that out. You also see there's a whole different range of weaponry as well, from axemen to halberds to I guess warhammers. People are holding a whole range of different weaponry, as well as the halberds that we saw were slashing in. And we also see the bowman as well, that longbow firing off, which is very, very nice. Again, beautiful, beautiful animations. They're all custom animations, of course, along with the half-swording. And here we go. One of the knight himself does pick up his arrows. I love the way how they are just tied up behind him as well. I think that looks really, really cool as he fires off some shots as well. I really love the way that he's drawing that bow. Again, I'm pretty sure this is all custom animations for it, so they've done a great job there. And now the battle lines are moving back into clash once again. The archers in the back. I also haven't mentioned, this is a completely custom map. You can see some of the buildings. We'll visit them in a little bit. But yeah, this is a completely custom map as well, so you can kind of get a good idea about the English countryside here. And you'll be able to start to see all the different kind of terrain that is going to be firing. Again, the map looks absolutely amazing. They've done a great job with this. Oh my god, I go absolutely sad. I know the English longbow is powerful. Maybe not quite that powerful. And now he's going to be whipping out his halberd. And there you go, you're kind of smashing in, doing some damage. And hopefully they do get like the spears to work very nicely in this. I know in Eagle Rising they have the spear rework mod implemented, and I think that'd be a great addition to something like this that is going to be very spear heavy. And you can see the variation in the armor as well. The variation in the armor looks really, really good. There's barely anybody in the same same armor. There's small details scattered throughout it, whether it's different shields, different armor. And yeah, that's the armor I was talking about earlier. I love it where it's got mail underneath the coat. I think it looks really, really good. Here we go. The soldiers are falling back once again to reinforce the cavalry as well with lances, so you have to keep an eye out for them. you want to find yourself in trouble. And I believe now we're going to see our soldier get on this horse now, and he's going to, you know, ride off and start slashing down. Again, the fields look amazing. Really, really cool stuff. It's like having the bottom half of your soldier completely obscured is great. And what I would imagine as well is I would imagine that this is, you know, recorded on an older patch. A lot of these mods that are just like heavy work in progress mods are on quite an old patch. So it'd be great to see kind of the improvements to Bannerlord in the newer updates 1.8 and obviously be released next month. It'll be very cool. And then we get to see more forest. So again, I love the diversity of these maps. Like there's so much terrain in here, whether you want to defend the fields, or you want to defend the river, or you want to go into the city, like, or the village. There's like a whole range of stuff that you can pick from, which again, all this stuff is custom made as well for the mod. So yeah, you know, everything you're seeing here, you know, all the houses. I imagine, you know, there's going to be some props here and there that are all used, but again, as they get stuck on the dock, you can see it. All this stuff has been crafted by the modders, you know, and it can definitely be an unfulfilling job making all these houses, but they really do add like so much to the immersion of it. We also get a nice little glimpse as well at the arrow quiver back there, but underneath his back. Again, very historically accurate, which is cool to see. And yeah, as we make our way through the rest of the village, we get a real nice glimpse. So you can have some real good brawls in this village. You know, it definitely does aid itself to it, and could really be a multiplayer map as well. Definitely could work out like that, with the dirt roads coming in as the battle rages on. And now the knights are hunting him down, and the horse goes down, and I imagine he will be slain fairly soon. But yeah, the knights pour in, and there you go, a couch lance smashes into his chest. It'd be amazing if modders could get the actual lances to shatter on impact. I think that would be really, really cool indeed. But the mod is looking absolutely beautiful. This is definitely one of the mods. This and In the Name of Jerusalem 2. They're like the two medieval mods I just cannot wait to dive into and do campaigns when they come out. And the great thing is about both of their mods is that they're, you know, kind of looking at completely different aspects of the medieval world. You know, this is more later in 15th century, whereas In the Name of Jerusalem is a little bit earlier, I believe, and obviously focuses heavily on the east, whereas this is focusing much more on the west. So you have them two really cool mods that I'm excited to play with. So once again, I'll leave a link to this video down below in the description. We got a whole wealth of amazing new information in this, whether it's the new custom animations, the maps, the ability to like half sword now and start hitting. I'm not sure if half swording is actually when you flip the sword over and you start hitting that way by holding the blade, or if it's that way. I'm sure you guys will let me know down below in the comments. If you guys also want to see me covering more of these videos whenever the developers do post more of these, as I said, I'm always happy to take a look at them, and you know, if the developers are cool, which they said I was okay on covering this one, they, you know, then I definitely will do. I'll also be putting up some stuff on your screen right now of the brand new pictures they posted over on the mod DB, which again I'll link down below. Lots of interior, lots of castles, and other interesting stuff that they've been working heavily on. So, as I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. Is this a mod that is definitely on your radar? Are you not too bothered about this mod? Or would you prefer something else? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one.